when we look at the structure of cell, we can see a number of paths inside it. But can you see that there is a spherical body present at the center? This body is what you call a nucleus. When we talk about nucleus, you can consider it very similar to the brain that we have in our body. So what is the function of the brain we have? Well, first of all, we can say that it regulates all the activities happening in our body. Yes, so this is the master organ of a body, right? Similarly, the master organelle which is present inside the cell is the nucleus. So nucleus is present in all the cells because it contains some very important information. Now when we enlarge the nucleus and we try to see its structure, the first structure that we see in here is the nuclear membrane. Okay, so this is the nuclear membrane. So like a cell has a cell membrane, nucleus also has a nuclear membrane. Here one very important thing to remember is that it is a double membrane. Okay, it is not just a single membrane, but it is a double membrane, meaning that it is double layered. Okay, now similar to the cell membrane, the nuclear membrane, it separates the inner content of the nucleus with the outer surrounding, meaning with the cytoplasm. Okay, so nuclear membrane, it separates the inner content of the nucleus with the outer surrounding, meaning the cytoplasm. But the nuclear membrane, it does have pores, and hence we can say that it is porous. Now what is the significance of it being porous? Well, because of being porous, it can allow the movement of substances across it. Okay, so substances from the nucleus can move to the cytoplasm and opposite to that too. Okay, so this was the first structure that we have seen as the nuclear membrane. Now coming to the second part. Second, if you get inside the nucleus, you will see that there is another spherical structure present inside the nucleus, and this is the structure that you term as nucleolus. Okay, this is the nucleolus. Now what is the function of nucleolus? Well, the function of nucleolus is still not defined properly, but it is supposed to form some proteins etc. for the nucleus. Alright, next we will see that inside the nucleus, the content that is present is called nucleoplasm. So like the cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance present inside the cell which surrounds all the organelles. Similarly, inside the nucleus also there is present some liquid substance which is called nucleoplasm. Nucleoplasm holds all the content of the nucleus. Okay, and here we see that in the nucleoplasm there are present some thread-like structure. You can observe in here that these thread-like structures are what you call chromosome. The term can be a little difficult. So this is chromosome. Why do we call them chromosome? Because chroma means color and zome means body. So these are the colored body present in there. Okay. So now the chromosome, what does it do? Well, if you enlarge chromosome and look in here, you will see that they are made up of further smaller bodies. Okay. And we will say that chromosomes, they are made up of genes. What are genes? Do we wear them? No. Genes are some small units which make up the chromosome. Now, chromosomes are very important part of our body. It is so because this is the actual place where all the information of your body is stored. Whatever we look like, most of the functions that we do, they are all embedded in the chromosome. All this information in the chromosome. Again, they have another significance also. So during reproduction, we see that the baby, they get very similar features to their parents, right? So a baby resembles its parents because they have got something from them, and this something is nothing but the genes. Okay, so we will say that genes are the unit of inheritance. they are the heredity unit. That means that these are the parts of our body which contain all the important information, okay, and they transmit information from one generation to the other. Alright, so let's repeat that inside the nucleoplasm there are thread-like structures which you call chromosome. You can see that when you zoom into the chromosome, you will see that they are made up of genes. These genes are the unit of heredity. Now do you understand why do we compare nucleus of a cell with the brain in our body? Because this nucleus, it contains these chromosomes. It has all the information which a cell should perform. It controls the activity of the cell, similar to the brain that controls the activity of our body. So this was about the nucleus, in which you have seen that nucleus contains a number of parts. The first part we have seen was nuclear membrane, which covers the nucleus, okay, and it keeps the inner content of the nucleus away from the cytoplasm. Next we have seen the nucleolus. Next we had seen nucleoplasm, the liquid present inside the nucleus which also contains the chromosome, the thread-like structures. Now one very important thing here is that the inner content of the nucleus, which we are calling as nucleoplasm, this nucleoplasm along with cytoplasm, they have got a name which is called protoplasm. It is called protoplasm. So what does that mean and why do we have to mix them? Well, here we are seeing that nucleoplasm and cytoplasm, they together make the entire content of the cell. Okay, this is the entire liquid content of the cell and you are calling it protoplasm, where proto means living and plasm